Okay, good morning to everyone. Today we will discuss about the simple pendulum. So the simple pendulum executes simple harmonic motion. So here the simple pendulum is nothing but a pendulum. So pendulum that is, so we can take a rigid support. At rigid support we have taken the length of the string is connected to a rigid support one end, and other end is connected a metal bob mass is m, so it is called the simple pendulum. So this simple pendulum at equilibrium position, at vertical position, the angular displacement is 0 and linear displacement also 0 here. Angular displacement and linear displacement both are 0. So when the force is, so this is called the simple pendulum, when the force is applied and right side direction, F force is applied, or it is pulled to at some displacement, some distance, and it is released. What happens? It is moves to and fro motion continuously, So this type of motion we have called a simple harmonic motion. So in this simple harmonic motion, so when we have taken some displacement, okay, we have pulled some displacement, the angular displacement is theta. So at this displacement, so then it is oscillate continuously. At this position, the length we have taken, so this is the length of the simple pendulum, length of the string and pendulum, and so in this position the two forces is acting on this simple pendulum. The first force is the tensional force is down upward direction, okay, the tension force T is upward direction, and the gravitational force is downward direction. So this force is taken, so the gravitational force, so this force is gravitational force, okay, gravitational force is downward direction. So we can resolve this gravitational force to horizontal component and vertical component. So this is, okay, here this is horizontal component is mg cos theta, and vertical component, okay, this is vertical component mg sin theta, okay, this is a theta value, okay, so we have taken this angle is theta, angle is theta here, the angle is theta, and the gravitational force is downward direction is mg, so this force is horizontal component, the horizontal component is mg cos theta, okay. So this simple pendulum is oscillate continuously due to the two types of torque, okay, that is moment of force, two types of moment of force. So first it is radial torque and tangential torque. So what is the radial torque? The radial torque is on this simple pendulum due to the radial acceleration. So the radial acceleration is, we have taken, so radial acceleration is omega square L. So along radial acceleration and also tangential, so it is tangential position, so to this motion, okay, this motion is consist the uniform, so that is circular motion, rotational motion. This rotational motion, so this is the tangential acceleration. The tangential acceleration is along this direction. Okay, here the radial acceleration is consist omega square L. And again we have taken the force, net force on this string. So the upward direction the force is the tensional force. Tensional force is upward direction, and downward direction the horizontal component is mg cos theta. So what is the net force? Net force on the string. So net force on the string is T minus mg cos theta. Why we have taken T minus? So it is upward direction, it is downward, opposite to each other. So upward direction is positive and downward direction we have taken the negative. T minus mg cos theta is the net force. So this net force along radial, okay, radial force. So then the radial torque, tau equals to, so the radial torque is L T minus mg cos theta, and so this is R cross F. Okay, this is F equals T minus mg cos theta. R is nothing but the radius. Radius is L. Radius of simple pendulum is L. L T minus mg cos theta into sin theta. RF sin theta. Sin theta equals to, so what is the angle is? The angle is both are parallel to each other. It is opposite direction. The force is same direction, that is 0 degrees. Okay, sin 0 will be 0. So then the total value is the radial torque is tau equals to 0. So we can consider the tangential torque. Okay, the tangential torque. Tangential torque tau equals to, tangential torque tau equals to, that is, so what we have taken the force, okay, so that is gravitational force, and it is also already we are resolved mg sin theta. So L mg sin theta, okay, L into mg sin theta. So here the tangential torque is decrease the displacement, angular displacement. So where the tangential force is mg sin theta is decreases the angular displacement, it is left side direction. Angular displacement is covers from mean position to extreme position. So this is theta is right side direction. So the force is negative direction, we can take here the negative direction. Okay, tangential torque tau equals to minus L mg sin theta. It can also write here the tau, so tau equals to minus mgl sin theta. So this is equation number 1. Okay, again we can take tau equals to minus mgl sin theta, and so already we know that for the rotational motion, so this is a rotational motion. So for the rotational motion, the torque, Newton's second law of rotational motion. So what? The torque tau equals to moment of inertia into angular acceleration I alpha. So this is equation number 2. Okay. So from this equation number 1 and equation number 2, so we can write here I alpha equals to minus mgl sin theta. So from this equation, alpha equals to minus mgl by I into sin theta. So this is equation number 3. So we are consider here the theta is approximately equals to 0. Theta is not equals to 0, but it is small oscillations, small vibrations. So the displacement, angular displacement is approximately equals to 0. So then we can take sin theta equals to theta. So this is the condition. Okay. When angular displacement theta is approximately equals to 0 degrees and sin theta equals to theta. So this is obtained from binomial theorem. So here when theta is equals to approximately equals to 0, it is very less. So then sin theta can write sin theta equals to theta minus theta cube by 3 factorial, okay, plus theta power 5 by 5 factorial minus theta power 7 by 7 factorial plus so on. So this is the equation. So theta is very small. Very small is nothing but, for example, 0.1. 0.1 whole cube equals to 0.0001. 0.001 divided by 3 factorial is nothing but 3 into 2 into 1. That is 6. 0.001 by 6 equals to, it is very less value. Again it is also very less. And again it is also very less. Okay. So we can neglect the terms. So after the theta, so then sin theta will be sin theta equals to, we can consider theta. So this is from binomial theorem. Substitute sin theta equals to theta in this equation number 3. So alpha equals to minus mgl by I into theta. So this is equation number 4. Okay, alpha equals to minus mgl by I into theta. So this is equation number 4. So this equation number 4 is taken as minus mgl by I. So this is constant. So it is plus, it's taken negative here. Alpha equals to minus mgl by I theta. M is constant, mass of the bob. G, acceleration due to gravity, is constant. L, length of the metal bob, length of the pendulum is constant. Moment of inertia of this simple pendulum also constant. So then this term is completely constant. Alpha is directly proportional to, okay, it is also written as alpha, angular acceleration is directly proportional to the angular displacement and opposite direction. So it is called the simple harmonic motion. So again, so we know that the simple harmonic motion equation along linear motion, that is A of t equals to minus omega square into x of t. Equation number 5. Okay. A of t acceleration along linear motion, A of t is equals to minus omega square x of t. So this is along linear motion. So for spring, so it is to and fro motion. Acceleration of a black or a particle is directly proportional to the displacement and opposite direction. It is also the angular acceleration is directly proportional to the angular displacement and opposite direction. Okay, so both are denotes simple harmonic motion. So from equation number 4 and equation number 5, so we can take the, so it is angular displacement, it is linear displacement, both are displacements for simple harmonic motion. Angular acceleration, angular acceleration, linear acceleration, these are the both are simple harmonic motion. So we can equate, so this terms is omega square equals to mgl by I. Okay, so this is equation number 6. In equation number 6, I denotes moment of inertia. Okay, moment of inertia, moment of inertia of pendulum I equals to ml square. Okay, why it is taken here? So the simple pendulum is in circular motion. So it is circular motion. The radius is like L. So for example, we are consider, so this is circular motion. Okay, so this is the diameter, so it is center. So this is a metal bob. Okay, it is oscillate to and fro motion like this. Okay, so for example, this is the angular displacement theta. Okay, this is length. So along this direction, okay, along this perpendicular direction, so radius is L, and this ring, like this ring, is rotates in perpendicular direction, so along around the z direction. So what happens? So moment of inertia I equals to ml square. So like here, the simple pendulum length is L, then the moment of inertia of the pendulum I equals to ml square. Substitute the I value in equation number 6. So omega square equals to mgl by I equals to ml square. Okay, I equals to ml square. So that omega square equals to L gets cancelled, and m gets cancelled. So then it can write omega square equals to g by L. That implies omega equals to under root of g by L. So this is equation number 7. Okay, equation number 7 denotes omega equals to square root of g by L. Equation number 7. Equation number 7 is denotes the angular frequency of simple pendulum. So then we can take the time period for simple pendulum. So that is t equals to, so what is the relation between the angular frequency and time period? That is 2 pi by omega. So here t equals to 2 pi by, so what is omega equals to under root of g by L. So from this equation we can write here the t value, t equals to 2 pi into under root of L by g. So it is L by g, the time period for the simple pendulum, t equals to 2 pi into square root of L by g. So here the time period is depend upon the length of the pendulum only. Okay, the time period is depend upon length of the pendulum. So because 2 pi is constant, acceleration due to gravity at a point is constant. So then the time period is directly proportional to the root L. Okay, the time period t is directly proportional to the root L. So this is the simple pendulum. Okay, I hope you have understood this topic. Thank you. Now we will discuss example number 8.9. So what is the length of simple pendulum which ticks seconds? So which ticks is seconds is nothing but, so it is a seconds pendulum. So what is seconds pendulum? The simple pendulum time period is equals to 2, so it is called the seconds pendulum. Okay, the seconds pendulum, its definition is the time period for the simple pendulum is equals to 2 seconds. So it this type of pendulum is called the seconds pendulum. So here solution is the seconds pendulum which takes seconds means the simple pendulum, the seconds pendulum time period t equals to 2 seconds. Okay, so what is the length of the simple pendulum? That what is the length of the seconds pendulum? So from the time period of simple pendulum t equals to 2 pi into square root of L by g. Okay, L is the length of the pendulum, g acceleration due to gravity, t time period. Okay, so in this, what is the acceleration, normal acceleration due to gravity on the earth? G equals to 9.8 meter per second square. So here, so from this equation, square both sides, t square equals to 4 pi square L by g. So from this equation, L equals to, so what is L equals to? G into t square by 4 pi square. Okay, so here L equals to, so what is G? 9.8 into t equals to 2 whole square by 4, pi equals to 3.14 whole square. Okay, so this is L equals to, it can write L equals to, so 9.8 into 4, 2 square equals to 4 is divided by 4 into 3.14 is equals to 9.8. So 4 and 4 gets cancelled, 9.8 and 9.8 gets cancelled. So what is the L value? L equals to 1 meter. It is also take L equals to 100 centimeter. Okay, the seconds pendulum, the seconds pendulum length equals to how much? 100 centimeter.